Yay! What's going on, guys? Manny here.
ManiZilla from YouTube.
Welcome back to the channel. I apologize. I haven't been uploading that much lately. A lot has been going on in my life. And today I'm trying to change the transmission fluid on my RSX. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. That's my RSX right there. And it's a Honda manual transmission fluid. That's what the owner's manual says to use. Before we go ahead and crush this job, I'm going to need my own type of transmission fluid. You know what I mean? Fuck. Oh my god. No way, I just pushed that inside. I just pushed it in. I'm not just drinking this because I'm an alcoholic. I'm drinking it because there is an occasion. We recently crushed 10,000 subscribers. I didn't really make a video to like post it out there, but I wanted to just celebrate for that reason. Maybe I'm just giving myself a reason to drink right now. But thank you to all 10,000 of you guys. You guys help me stay motivated, push through all this content. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to the channel. Cheers to Zilla Squad. Now let's go and change the transmission fluid on my RSX Type S. So while I set up my vehicle here to be worked on, I'm just going to explain to you guys, you're going to need about 2 liters of manual transmission fluid. I decided to go with what the manufacturer recommended, which was the Honda manual transmission fluid. But I know guys that use aftermarket brands to help, like, you know, bad shifting, crunchy shift feels. But my car was already shifting pretty good, so I'm just doing a tranny fluid change just to make sure that it's been done. So I have the vehicle lifted up in the front only, but I have the rear wheels chalked and I have the e-brake on, so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to use a creeper to get under there. I'm going to show you guys where the drain plug and the fill plug is for the transmission. So you come here, you have the subframe, you have on the left side the engine oil pan. So don't go ahead and drain that because that's the engine oil pan unless you want to do an oil change. What we're doing is this guy right here. So on the driver's side, you have the transmission. Look at the end of the transmission, you have this little rusted bolt right here. Yours might not be rusted. Then that is the drain. That's where the drain plug is for the tranny. You put a 3/8 ratchet on there and you crack it free. You can see behind there, you see that guy right up there? My light just died. Right up there. That's the fill. That's a 17 millimeter. And this is the drain. So what you're gonna do first, you're gonna crack that 17 millimeter free first. If you don't crack that free, you won't know if it'll open up. If you can't open that up, you can't fill the tranny. Alright, so let's get our tools here. I like this ratchet. My good tools are at work, so we'll just use these, but this is not bad. Pretty long ratchet. You're gonna get more leverage that way. And we're gonna need a 17 millimeter socket. So 17 millimeter, 3/8. This is the exact ratchet you need. That's gonna fit on the drain and it's gonna be able to break that free. So before we do that, we're gonna go crack that fill plug free right now. You guys should be able to see that right there. Let's go take our 17 millimeter. See, I like mine because it's a flex, so I can get a little flexy action right here. And then I can get it, look at that, on there. All we're going to use is the wino strength and just... Alright. You want to give me some trouble, eh? ManiZilla. Fuck. Come on now. Wow, that's really on there, see? And that's exactly why we do this first. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Who the hell did the tranny fluid change last? Whoever did that, you're obviously drunk. But now it's just this guy I have to crack free. That's the actual drain plug. So, and hopefully this doesn't give me that much trouble. But at least now you guys know why you crack the fill plug first. Okay, that cracked free. Let's see how bad this tranny fluid is. Aye. It's pretty dark. So you guys can see the color of this transmission fluid, and you're gonna see the new one that goes in. I'm glad we're doing this transmission fluid change. While I was waiting, I went in for round 2. You know how we do it. Until you see it dripping like this, you are pretty much done. Now you're gonna put the old drain plug on. You could change the washer. I didn't have an extra one, and this one was okay, so I'm just reusing it. But I just screw that back in by hand first, and then you want to tighten it with the ratchet. But don't go crazy, right? Don't go crazy. Just put enough pressure on there to where the washer pressure is snug against the surface, and then go about a quarter turn, you should be good. So when you're pouring your fluid in, you want to make sure your car is as level as possible, and obviously my car was lifted up from the front, so I'm gonna have to take it off the jack stands. And to take it a step further, I also rose it a bit from the rear because my driveway was on an incline, so now it's pretty much level. And then we're on the last step, which is just fill up the transmission. Now we're gonna put the new fluid in. You're gonna do it from the top, so pop the hood. You're gonna see the fill bolt we loosened before. Now you're gonna take this out, but try not to drop it like I do. And in order to fill this transmission, you're gonna need some sort of tube which is attached to a funnel, because you're gonna insert that tube into the hole and then start filling it up. As you're pouring the new transmission fluid in, you want to watch carefully for when it starts to overflow. Once it starts overflowing, it's basically at its maximum. You're going to let it overflow until it comes down to like a little bit of a drip, and then put the bolt back in. You're pretty much done. But don't overfill this too quickly, because it might just start leaking even when it's not at its max, just because you're pouring the fluid in too quickly. But you're going to see right here, this is where I finished one bottle, so it's definitely going to take at least 1 liter. And then when I start pouring the second one in, it starts leaking right here, 1.5, 1.6 liters, and you're gonna see how much fluid is coming out. So I would just let this fluid drain out a bit until it settles down, and then once it settles down a little bit, just put the bolt in, tighten it, and that's it. That's pretty much it. You just change the transmission fluid in your RSX.